I'm going to be talking to at Jamaican Muscle today. So that's at Jamaican Muscle. Hi.
Hey, how you
How
doing?
are you? I'm good. I'm good. Nice to see you today. I
Likewise.
like your hat.
Thank
Nice
you.
hat.
Shane.
It's nice. How's your daughter?
She's good. She's at
Yeah, she's
school now.
good.
Yeah.
Oh, she's at school now.
Well, daycare. 3 years
Okay.
old. Yeah.
I was gonna say. Okay, I'm gonna ask you a few questions about yourself and your business, your brands, and just your lifestyle, really, because I really admire what you're doing on your page and for the people and your
Thank
transformations. Like I've never seen transformations like that in my life.
you.
No,
Appreciate
I
it.
haven't. I haven't seen them like that. I was going through your page and it goes for years
Yeah, I've been
of
doing this for a while.
transformations. Whew, but
It's-
31 days. I was supposed to ask you this later on, but I'm just like 30 and 31 days. And when I see the transformations, I'm like,
well,
what did you put in their drink? What did you put in their...
so I will say this, every transformation you see on our page did not happen in 30 days. So we do have a
Okay.
special plan for 30 days. But what I tell people is that every great transformation doesn't happen in 30 days, but it starts
Yeah,
with your first 30 days.
yeah, it does. It does. And okay, because now that makes sense. Because I was like, I was thinking, whatever you're feeding your clients, you need to pass it down to you bring it to England. Like UK need that, you know. So, what's your profession in the industry? What do you do?
So I am a gym owner and a trainer. So this
Gym
is my,
owner.
yeah. So I've been in the fitness industry since 2006. So
Yeah,
started
I
off
think
young.
you're more than like to me. When I look at your page, you're more than a trainer. You're kind of like you're a fitness professional, but also um, what's it? It's like a coach, which is
Yeah, yeah,
you're above the trainer level now,
right.
especially with all those transformations and the body shop. You
I
focus on
definitely appreciate.
helping. Pardon, say that again.
No, I said definitely appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you're welcome. Just being honest. There's a post on your page where you say your focus is helping people to lose as much weight as possible healthily. Um, how do you do that?
So when I first started, um, I had no idea what to do in regards to nutrition. So I've been working out my whole life. Like I ran track at the college level, played basketball, pretty active. And so I was blessed to be able to eat whatever I wanted and not have to worry about gaining weight. And when I went to grad school in California, I put on like 50 pounds. And during that time, I was still working out. I was still going hard in the gym, playing basketball on a regular basis, but I kept gaining weight. And so I had to figure out a better relationship with food. And
Mm,
so I got really focused on just figuring out what the best way to get back to where I was, because I hated where I currently was. And so I started doing like different fasts, like the Daniel fast, and I had great results with it. Dropped 20 pounds my first month, so I was super excited. And then
wow,
once
that's
I started,
good.
yeah, I was excited about it. And so I started telling other people about it, and they had great results as well. But the issue was it's a very restrictive diet. So a
Mm,
lot of people couldn't maintain that diet. So even when I started doing bodybuilding, the coach that I work with had me eating chicken breast, broccoli, and rice for 3 or 4 straight months. Everybody ain't gonna do that, man. Nobody wants to live like that, right? So,
it's true. I'll do it,
so
but I don't want
yeah, for a
to.
short period of time. So
Yeah.
I had several clients that I was training to the same approach because that's what I knew. And it amazed me. The results were amazing, but as soon as they stopped working with me, they blew up. And the reason
Wow.
being is because that is not a lifestyle friendly approach. So what I started doing is research again, trying to figure out, okay, there's got to be a different way to do this. And so I
Mm,
really got into flexible dieting, which basically says as long as you hit the right amount of protein, carbs, and fats per day, you can eat whatever you want. Every day can be completely different. you can basically have your cake and eat it too, which I was
Yeah.
excited about that. I love my sweets. So on a regular basis, I'm having donuts, I'm having my cookies, my Snickers, I'm eating everything.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's good that you basically you tried it on yourself first, and then once you saw
Oh
that
yeah.
the results were what? Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
What? Yeah. Sorry. You tried it on yourself first, and then once you saw the results were working, you just passed it down to your
Oh
clients.
yeah, yeah. I was definitely my guinea pig.
Yeah. Oh, that's great, man. That's really good. What was you like in school as a child? Was you always active? Like,
Oh yeah, yeah. So my parents are Jamaican. So my dad is big with track and field,
I wanted
cricket,
to do the
soccer.
bogle.
What was
Sorry.
that?
I wanted to do the bogle when you said Jamaican. Sorry. So,
Uh,
yeah, yeah. I'm
so,
Jamaican as well.
oh, okay. Yeah, and my
Yeah.
grandma lives in England. I got a lot of family in England. So,
Oh, nice. Where in
yeah.
Jamaica are they from?
The country, Portland, Port Antonio.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. What about you?
Um, Manchester and Milk River
Okay,
and
nice.
Negril. I
Yeah,
think Negril as well. Yeah.
yeah. Got a lot of family in London or that
Oh,
area.
good.
Um, But yeah, as a child, I had a great example of my dad. He was super active. Used to
Mm,
go watch his soccer games, his cricket games, and he really pushed us into sports as well. So ran track, played basketball. So I was a kid that would stay out from sun up to sundown. Um,
mm.
we did
And
video games every once in a while, but we were just a very active family, a very active neighborhood, period.
mm.
Um, so when I went to college, kind of followed suit. But after college, grad school is when everything just kind of snuck up on me. I was like, oh, 50 pounds
Yeah,
came
no,
quick.
50 pounds.
Yeah.
Oh, me. So, don't you feel like nowadays children they're less active because, especially because of the pandemic as well, like more children are staying inside. I have to
Yeah.
force my sons to go to the park. Like,
Yes.
we're going to the park.
Kids are so different now. And
Yeah,
I think it's partly because of just the social media, the changing culture. Like a lot of kids are glued to their screens right now. And I don't know about in England, but for the first time in United States history, the life expectancy of kids is less than that of the previous generations. So in previous years, you know, you started with a life expectancy of 60s, then 70s, and then whatever.
mm.
We're going backwards now, and it's because of the
It's not funny, but
yeah,
it's
it's
intentional.
because of
People
the
should know that.
yeah, it's because of the obesity epidemic, the increase in
Mm.
diabetes, the higher A1C levels. Like kids are not as active, they're not eating as healthy. Like there's a lot of crazy stuff going on.
Yeah, what would you advise parents who are listening, like, and they've got an obese child? Like, how would you advise them? Because
Well,
to
yeah,
me, if I see, sorry, but to me, if I see a overweight child, I blame the parent.
oh yeah.
I don't blame the child.
No, I totally
Yeah.
agree with that. I would say you gotta manage your screen time first and foremost. I'm real big with my daughter. She'll get an hour of screen time on her iPad, and then that's it.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, we're traveling and we're in an area where I need to just keep her quiet. That's
Mm,
different. But we gonna be outside. We hit in the playground. We try to make sure that she actually enjoys being active. So
yeah.
there's little things that you can do as a parent. The other thing is when you go grocery shopping, don't keep the items in your house that are not going to be conducive to a healthy weight. So
Yeah.
I'm real big on making sure we do have our sweets and our Pop-Tarts and all that other stuff. We have our processed food, but we also have our oranges and our bananas and our strawberries
Mm.
just to make sure that there's a balance. She already knows how to make smoothies at this point. Like she loves
Oh,
making
that's
smoothies.
good.
Yeah,
And you
so
blend her food as well, so you blending her food down, which is love little babas.
yeah,
And she's
yeah.
eating it. When you was giving it to her, you was like, "Oh, is that nice? That's good." And she was just like, she was saying like, "Yeah," but with a smile, you know. That
Yeah,
was so sweet, man. And
she'll let us
you
know.
shown your daughter's growth all through your page.
Oh
So your fans and people who follow you must feel like they know her.
yeah.
You
Yeah,
know, like,
it's pretty cool. Like she definitely
yeah,
has a lot of love. Even when we go to the airport, people notice her before me. So it's
yeah, I would as well if I saw you. I'll go straight to you, Noah. She's lovely, a bundle of joy, man. So, you said you've been in the industry since
2006.
2006. Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, I pretty much grew up in the fitness industry. So I've kind
Yeah,
of
this
seen
is
all the
you.
trends and tried all the diets, all the workouts, pretty much tried everything.
Yeah, you can see on your page as well that you move with the culture. That's what I like about your page. You
Thank
see,
you.
see that when times have changed, you change with it, with the marketing on your page.
Hey, I'm
Yeah, really,
trying. I'm trying to
really
learn.
good.
I got a good coach. Shout out to Trini
Yeah.
Tiffany helping me
Trini Tiffany, big up yourself.
out.
Yeah. What's your name? What's the name of your brand?
The name of my gym is called the Body Shop HTX Fitness.
Yeah.
I'm a partner owner with my cousin brother. We're a
Yeah,
month
I saw
apart,
that.
grew up together. And
Yeah.
then I have a virtual training business called Give Us 30.
Nice. So what's the difference between the both?
Well, the Body Shop, if you're in the actual Houston area, you can come and into the physical location. We Give Us 30. I train people throughout the nation. So I've traveled a lot, live in California, Tennessee, Dallas, Houston, born in New
Wow.
York. So a lot of my clients are from previous relationships and just, clients referring me. So I didn't
That's
want to
really
limit
good.
myself to just a physical location.
Yeah, that's really good. Now you can train the whole world.
It's the goal.
Yeah. Use your Jamaican muscles and just train
Yeah.
the whole world. And when did you graduate? What did you
From
graduate in? Did you go university?
from high school or college?
Okay, so wait. College to us is off.
University.
No.
No?
Okay, so our university is your college.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And what did you graduate with? What was the?
So I have a few degrees.
Hey.
My bachelor's is in speech communications and a
Nice.
minor in religion, and my master's is in religion or theology with a concentration on cross-cultural studies. And then I'm actually ABD in my doctorate in K through 12 educational leadership. Um,
Wait,
so
I'm talking to a doctor.
I'm not a doctor. I
Oh,
still have a paper to write, my thesis.
yeah.
Um, but yeah,
But you're
so
gonna become a doctor real soon.
um, I'm not sure, honestly. Like I used to teach. I taught K through 12, so 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, and I taught at a college level.
Yeah.
And during that time is when I started my first gym and kind of fell in love with the fitness, just going 100% in. And so I
Mm,
just realized like my doctorate in K through 12 educational leadership
yeah.
probably would not be used in the fitness industry. So if
Yeah.
I do decide to go back to school and finish, it'll probably be in something else. Like I've looked at nutrition,
Yeah.
obesity courses. So
Yeah. And can I just put it out there that you're already a doctor. You don't need the qualification. You don't need the qualification to say. You can look at your page and see that you're a doctor. Do you know what I mean?
I appreciate
So yeah, it's all good. So your gym's like a black-owned gym.
it. It
Is
is.
all your PT staff black?
Yes, I just thought about that, but yeah, yeah. So all of our
Woo!
staff is black. Now
What?
all of
That
our
made me happy.
yeah, now all of our clients are not black, but
Yeah,
definitely all of our staff are black.
yeah, that's awesome, man. Was that purposely done?
It wasn't. I
It
literally
wasn't. I
just
could tell because you had to
I
think about
yeah, I
it.
just realized that. So yeah, it wasn't
That's dope.
purposely done, but that's where we've drawn to. So the area that we're in Houston is considered Black Wall Street. So if you
Yeah.
go
Oh,
5 minutes
wow.
5 minutes to the left, 5 minutes to the right, it's just surrounded by black owned businesses.
That's beautiful. You should reach out to Black Pound Day. See if they
Okay.
work with people in America. Black Pound Day, it's like a UK artist made it up, and the company supports all black companies, all black businesses, and you can go on their website and people can find you on their website and book you and find out more about your gym and your business, you know?
Yeah, I'll look into that.
It's good. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, and so tell us about your gym. What's the atmosphere like?
So I tell people I want my gym to feel like church, where you come as you
Are you a man
lovely.
of God?
Well, yeah, but at the same time, like one thing about church is you don't go when you're ready. You don't go when you got everything, taken care of, your house in order. You go when you're a mess. You go
Yeah.
at any stage of life. So that's kind of like the vibe I want for my gym. If you need to drop 100 pounds or just 10 pounds, I want you to come and be welcomed and feel accepted and just be at
Yeah.
home. So we have people
Well,
that are
that's nice.
professional bodybuilders that come to our gym, and then we have people that are trying to lose 100 and 200 pounds that come to our gym. So I love the fact that it's a balance and it's a no judgment zone, something we don't tolerate. So yeah,
That's
everybody's welcome.
beautiful. I want to come.
Come on, come on.
Sounds good. I would love that, man. So how do you manage your time, your personal time and your business?
I'm always trying to figure that out, honestly. I'm
Yeah,
trying
I
to,
knew it. Because
yeah,
I
I'm
was like,
always
how does
trying
he
to,
do all that?
yeah. So I have another business that's separate from fitness as well. And then my daughter. Um, so it's always a balancing act, trying to make sure I
Mhm.
don't
What's the other
neglect.
business?
It's a trucking business. So
Oh, nice.
yeah, we do.
Backup.
Yes. So basically, between everything, it's always important to make sure that I don't neglect one or the other. But the main thing is not neglecting my daughter. Like that's my,
Yeah, and yourself.
yeah,
Because you come first. Because if you're not okay, your daughter's not okay.
definitely.
Yeah, and you're managing so much. I applaud you. It's really, really good. And you showed your own transformation, which I love. Tell me
Yeah.
about when you was competing.
Oh, so I first competed back in 2012. So that was the very first time I competed, hit the stage. And I actually won my first show, won overall. And it kind
Oh,
of
wow,
just,
congratulations.
thank you, it just kind of steamrolled into something big. And then in a couple years, I got my pro card relatively quickly. And
Wow.
the last time I competed was 2017. I had a major knee
Injury,
injury.
yeah. I
So
saw that.
basically,
You ruptured your patella.
yeah, had 5 knee surgeries after that. So it's
Yeah.
been competing just kind of took a back seat to just getting back healthy, being able to run again, jog again.
Mm.
But I'm flirting with the idea of getting back on stage. But there's a lot of good in competing, but I also see a lot of bad in it as well. So
Yeah.
I
Tell
love
me
the
the
fact.
good and the bad and the ugly.
Well, the good is I really, really recommend anybody and everybody. If you have never seen your physique at its prime, you gotta try that, man. You got to. Because a lot of times on social media especially, we're so focused on everybody else, how they look, there my body goes, et cetera, et cetera. But I tell people all the time, man, if you mess around and you commit and you get your body to like this prime level, you might figure out that you're your own body goals and you're
Yeah, you're
somebody
your own
else's
super
inspiration.
person, Superman and Superwoman, you
Yeah.
know?
So I
Yeah,
love that part. And just the discipline involved, I feel like you can't compartmentalize the discipline that's needed. So
yeah.
it overflows to other areas of your life. Um,
Mm,
so I like that aspect. I love when people come in with lower self-esteem and they leave feeling better about themselves.
yeah,
When they love the version of themselves that they see in the mirror, like I absolutely.
yeah.
We just had a show 2 weeks ago, and 7 of my clients competed for the first time, and it's just amazing to be able to see like them drop.
7,
Yeah. So
all at the same time, all on the same stage,
um, at the same show, so they
at
weren't
the same
necessarily.
show.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So they all did.
See, that's a doctor. That's doctorate right there. Wow.
So yeah, they
Sorry, go
all
on.
brought home trophies. So I love that aspect. Now, the negative part, I would say, is that there's a lot of comparison. And I'm real big on the fact that comparison is a thief of joy. So you're literally putting yourself out there to be compared to a group of other people. And sometimes if you don't have the right mindset, it can mess you up because you're not enjoying your own progress. You're not enjoying how far you've came.
Yeah.
You're taking things out of perspective and you're allowing somebody else's view.
You kind of got to remember why you started it, you know?
Yeah. So that's the part I don't like. And then there's sometimes people do extremes to be able to continue to compete, which is a little
oh my God.
Like in the bodybuilding community, we've been really shocked lately with some of the greats been dying left and right, man. It's kind of alarming. But
what do you think they're doing?
I mean,
Should we blame the companies who are making the products that they're taking?
Well, I think a lot of times they're taking, different performance enhancement drugs that aren't necessarily legal. But I also think that there's always this desire to improve and to be bigger and just more cut and more defined. And if you're doing it naturally, it can be safe. But if you're introducing all these other things, sometimes you just don't know how your body's gonna respond. And so I think that's where, a lot of this is happening. So I'm just hoping that people start to, be content with where they are and not constantly reaching for more and more, because I just feel like it can be dangerous. You gotta find that.
Yeah, I totally agree. Do you have a favorite bodybuilder?
No, I don't.
I thought he was gonna go me.
I've been off the stage for 5 years, so I can't put myself in that category. But no, I'm not. I don't really follow, which is interesting. I don't really follow the sport that much. I don't follow other bodybuilders for the same reason that I just told you. Like, I don't need to see images of somebody else in my head all the time, because I think human nature is to compare. So if you're not my client and you're not being trained by me to actually hit the stage, I don't really follow you.
Yeah, I love that, because you're just like in your own bodybuilding world that you've created. That's good. Everyone should be like that, But tell me about your injury. So you ruptured your patella, and you, as it healed, because with my knee, I hurt my knee when I was 16, and I'm 36, and it still feels funny in the winter.
Yeah, so
but I'm still strong. Do you feel like you've recovered?
No, not fully. So I injured it playing basketball, and it was the worst experience ever. And basically I would say the 5 surgeries, I couldn't walk for a total of 6 months in between. And I remember it happened when my baby was about to be born, and I couldn't help prepare anything. I couldn't help get her room ready. I couldn't help her mom.
Oh, you can't carry anything. You can't carry anything.
Yeah, it was horrible.
You're just there like, good baby, keep going. You're doing a great job.
Yeah, I felt like a liability. But I ran track like my whole life. Like, track has always been kind of my safe haven. Like, if things aren't balanced or I don't feel centered, I would literally go to the track to run, to walk, just to be around. So I kind of felt like that part of my life was snatched away from me. And one of my biggest desires was just to be able to get to run again. But my knee still doesn't operate like it should. So the quadricep is comprised of 4 different parts. And so half of my quad, 2 of the parts don't fully activate. So I can't even really build muscle on my lower body right now because of that. But But I'm not giving up. Like I continue to try.
Yeah. Oh, look at you smiling. You're just smiling
Yeah,
while you're saying something really
yeah,
sad.
yeah. Like
That's
I'm continuing
lovely.
to grow. Like my biggest thing is
Yeah.
I want to be active for my daughter, and hopefully God blesses
Mm,
me with more kids. So I
yeah.
want to be active as long as possible for them.
Yeah. You'll be fine, man. And for um for people who are just recovering from an injury or have recovered but not fully, because it kind of doesn't recover fully. What would you advise them when they're in the gym? Because
Man, I would say have grace with yourself.
Mhm.
Like, do not expect the same thing that you were able to do in the past.
Mm,
And sometimes we just got to move smarter and wiser the older that we get. I can't do a lot of the stuff that I used to be able to do, but during that time, I never really gained weight. Um, I put more focus on my nutrition than anything. And even now, I can't go to the track and sprint and jump and do everything that I used to, but I can still do the Stairmaster. So it's all about figuring out with this new version of yourself, what are
can
your
you?
limitations and what can you actually do to continue to
Mm,
progress?
that's amazing. That's so true. Wicked. So tell me about your clients. What do most clients ask for when they
Oh
come to
man,
see you?
most clients come in with a desire to look a certain way. I would say most females, I would say,
Yeah.
um, for sure.
I want
They
bigger breasts. I want smaller breasts.
well, nobody's asked me about
I've
breasts.
had that. I've had that. I had a woman who wanted to train and only wanted to do chest so she could lose weight on her breasts.
I'm not surprised at all. But I would say 10 years ago when I was training, everybody wanted to look like Serena.
Yeah.
Want to be
Oh
built
wow.
like Serena. And then now it's kind of morphed into different Instagram models and fitness
Yeah.
personality.
BBLs.
And I'm just like, yo, stop, stop,
Stop.
stop. Like you got to figure out what your best version is. Y'all may have two completely different body types. It just ain't gonna happen. And
Yeah.
then, and then the other thing that I try to, with my clients or competitors, the people that actually hit the stage, all my athletes are all natural. And one thing that I see that's problematic is
Wow.
that they compare their physiques to people that aren't natural. And I'm just like, yo, that's not realistic. Can y'all stop looking at these
Yeah.
people? Unless you plan on taking the same things they taking, HGH,
Yeah.
testosterone, steroids, anabol. Unless you're gonna take everything that they're taking, that can no longer be your body goal. That cannot be somebody that you are trying to emulate. So
Yeah.
I have to preach that over and over.
Yeah, that's so true. Train to look like the better version of you. And what books do you tell your clients to read?
So what's funny? I don't necessarily tell them to read anything that's just fitness oriented, but one
That's
thing that
good.
I recommend is You're a Badass. Have you heard of that book?
Oh, before you were calling me a badass, I was like, okay.
Oh,
No,
no.
I haven't. I
Yeah.
haven't heard of the book.
So that is one of my favorite books, but it's just about empowerment and getting people to see the greatness inside of them and allowing them to know that the universe or God wants you to win and wants you to
Mm,
succeed. And I think that that can translate to any area of life. So fitness, when it comes to personal relationships,
mm.
work. And so that's definitely one of my go-tos.
That's beautiful. You're a badass. I'm gonna look up that book then.
By
I'm gonna look it up.
Jensen Sincero.
Jensen Sincero.
Yeah.
What's a session like with you? Say
Oh,
say I come to you, I've booked sessions, my first day, and I want to grow my legs.
oh. So session with me is probably like hell. I'm a, I'm gonna make you work. We gonna pick on that body part the entire time. We're big on what's called hypertrophy, where we're
Yeah.
trying to target that muscle group
Yeah.
and just pick on it, pick on it, pick on it. So if you're doing legs, we isolate the legs into three parts. We'll do glutes, hamstrings, and quads. And
Yeah.
for the entire session, we're just hammering, hammering,
You're
hammering.
walking out all knock-kneed till you finish.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Amazing. What do your clients say about you? What have you heard them say?
They probably think I'm some form of a mad scientist. I've heard that several times.
Oh, that's
They
good. Yeah,
always,
but are you gonna ever show some of your testimonials?
oh yeah, I should. I need to
I
put
want.
some out
That's what's missing from your page. That's the only thing. When I looked down today, I thought I
there.
want to see what your clients say about you.
That's a good
I
idea.
want to see what they say about you while they're training, and then after their show, after their first show, or if
Yeah,
they've done a couple shows with you. I just want them to tell me what you've done for them. You
yeah.
know,
We
where
actually,
your hell is, and
yeah,
that'd
we're
be
actually working on something right now.
yeah.
So yeah, that's a good idea though.
Yeah.
I have to put,
As soon as you post that, I'm sharing it.
appreciate it.
Yes, because that's. I would love to see what your clients say about you. It'd be good. Because you got like a hall of fame for the members in your gym.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love that.
yeah,
I want to be Hall of Fame. I want to be in it. You know, I would be that
yeah.
member that's like, who's up this week? Is my name down? Is my name down?
Nah,
What happens with the Hall of Fame?
basically, it's just something that I made to be funny, but it's the clients who have just made amazing transformations and
Yeah.
who have shown commitment and dedication to their goals. So
Mm-hmm.
I've been blessed to have some amazing clients that are just, they come in and they're ready to work. And so since we started the body shop in 2018, we have had some amazing experiences. So yeah, so they
That's
make the
good.
body shop Hall of Fame, basically.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. You should keep that up. And do they get like a photo on the wall?
They want a photo on the wall. They've been asking for a photo on the
Because
wall.
I would, I'm like, where's my face? I want a photo on the wall. I
That's a
want the
good
new
idea.
members to know that I work out here.
It's a good idea.
That would be
I had
cool.
to look into that. I got a space ready for them.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome. So, who adapts to your training quicker, men or women, that you've noticed?
So here's the thing. My training, honestly, is I would say men and women adapt pretty well to the training, but the biggest thing and the biggest variable for my success is nutrition.
Yeah.
The nutrition is by far the most important piece. And so I don't know if it's a specific gender that jumps in. I definitely have way more female clients than males.
Mhm.
So from a number standpoint, I'm thinking females, but percentage wise, I'm not exactly sure. But
Yeah.
but the training itself, I tell people all the time, you could go to any trainer and get a great workout. You could go to YouTube and get a good workout. So my workouts, they're going to be targeted. There's going to be a game plan behind them. But what actually drives my transformations is nutrition, hands down.
Mm. It is, and you can tell which clients are following their nutrition plans because after a couple of weeks, after 3 weeks, we start seeing
Oh
what's
yeah.
going on. You know, it's like, I'm not going to tell her yet though, but I can tell that she's following everything. So, tell me, if money wasn't invented, what would you do? What would you do for a living? If you didn't have to make money, what would you be doing?
You know what? I think I would be fully immersed in the church or a nonprofit. I
Oh,
think
what?
I would be preaching somewhere on an island.
You're a good man. You're a good man. You're just so good. Well, when did you find God? When did you become very religious?
For me, it started in high school. My mom was a very good role model. She made sure that every day we woke up to pretty much sermons on our radio. So we were
Oh,
rebellious, so we put it on like the local station, hip hop and R&B station. But in the middle of the night, she would come up and make sure we woke up to God's word. And in high school, I had some knee injuries, and I was used to kind of being a star runner. And I just remember in some of the sermons talking about God can heal, and you can bring everything to God. And so I started trying and
Best friend
started
of
bringing it to
mine.
him. And from there, I just felt that connection. So he's definitely my lighthouse. Whenever I feel off track, I just
Yeah.
dig in and
That's
address.
beautiful, but God's a woman, okay? Because you keep saying he, but only females can recreate. Did you
Hey,
like? So
I
it must be a woman, but because she's so smart, she's
I
like,
have
just
no
tell
I
them
have
I'm a
no
man.
issues. I have no qualms with that at all.
I'm just joking. I'm just joking. But I
Oh,
swear, I just feel like women are gods. And I read somewhere that in Egyptology, I read somewhere that basically men used to worship women back in the days. Men used to worship women, and they used to when they got to a certain level of loyalty and respect to their woman, they will be rewarded somehow. But there's a lot of statues where the men are standing in front, behind, and the women are behind, but she's holding the men like she's the guide, and that just made me feel like, yeah, women are very powerful. So are men, but I just feel like if there was to be a god, she's probably female.
I will not debate you on that one. But have you read the book called The Shack? Have you ever heard the book called The Shack?
The book
Have
called The
you?
Shack now.
Okay, that's one of my favorite books actually. And in
Is,
that
is
book,
it?
God is depicted as a black woman. And
Yeah.
and basically what it was saying, the main character in the book had a rough relationship with his father, and what it was saying was that God is whoever you need it to be.
Yeah, yeah.
And
It's
so
true.
yeah,
That's what
so
my dad used to say to me a lot. HR Bay, she's laughing at me because I said God's a woman. You never know, HR Bay. You never know, okay? You never know. You gotta read way past because Christianity started. There was still life before Jesus. You know, if you read history, there was life before he was there. So that's where I'm coming from, anyway. But I am religious. I do believe in God, and I love to hear about God and stories all about it. But I am a person who I question everything that I'm told, which is why I ask questions.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, HR. I hope I didn't offend her because, yeah,
No. Liz,
I love you.
that's one of my clients. She's good
Is
people.
it? Oh, she's
Yeah.
gonna cuff me when you're having the next
No,
session.
no, no, no.
Tell her I love her. Okay. It's just a thought. Yeah. Okay. So you're a proud dad yourself. Okay. Tell me what's dimples and diapers? Is that
Oh, that's my daughter's page.
okay? Thank you. I'm glad I didn't, babe. I'm glad I didn't. All right.
Nah, Liz has a great personality. You didn't offend
I can
her.
I can imagine. I can imagine.
But no, that's just the name of my daughter's Instagram
Okay.
page. I need to change it
Okay.
because she's officially potty trained. No more diapers.
Yeah. She's a
Very
big girl.
excited
Oh,
about
congratulations.
it. Thank you.
Oh, that's good. Is she asking for the potty? Did she say she
Yes,
wants?
yes. She
Oh,
hasn't had an accident in over a month, so
that's
very excited.
good.
Yeah, very
That's
excited.
really good, man. Oh, what's her name? Do you put her name online? Or?
Sage,
Oh,
Sage.
Sage, Sage. Yeah, that's it. Sage. Sorry, I knew that. I read it. And you
Okay.
prep for your baby. I love that. So you show your closeness and your relationship. Um, what should fathers know? Fathers that are raising daughters. What do they
Uh,
need to know?
what's your father? Being a girl dad is amazing, man. I joke now that I have a daughter. Like I'm a feminist now. Like I am pro female in every aspect. I want her to grow up knowing that she is capable of doing any and everything.
Yeah,
And
that's amazing.
one of the things I love, she comes to the gym with me maybe two days a week. And I love
That's
that she's
beautiful.
able to see all these strong women
Women.
like working out. They love on her.
Yeah, when she gets to 16 and realizes, or probably like 12 or 10, because girls are really smart quickly. When she realizes that your staff are all black owned, like all black staff, she's going to be like, what? because
Yeah.
that's the thing right now. Do you know what I mean? That people are they're coming together more. They're showing that we are together, because they always make out like we're separated. But they, like, companies are showing that now. Businesses are showing that black power has been a thing that's always been here. It's not just something that we talk about. Do you know what I mean? And it's more, I don't know what it is, but more businesses are being spoken about, especially in the UK. So when she grows up and she sees that, she's going to feel empowered within herself just through you. Do you know what I mean? So that's mum's power, your power, and her own.
Hope so.
These future kids, these future children, I feel sorry for the parents for what they're going to create. Imagine.
Hey, I
Wow.
definitely have high expectations, man.
Yeah. You shouldn't, because what if she's like a laid back person when you get older? She might be laid
Possible.
back.
I'm a lover regardless, but for
Yeah,
right
I know.
now,
Does she like to train and stuff? Does
she
she like to use the
does.
little?
She likes to
Yeah.
exercise. We have our different exercises that she loves to do: push-ups,
Mm.
pull-ups, and then
Oh, imagine a baby push-ups.
yeah, and then she'll count the reps for our clients. Like she's very active in the gym.
That's so lovely. When you talk about her, your face goes, your eyes go kinky because you know you're smiling so
Yeah,
much. That's lovely, man.
definitely
That's
my
so
heart.
lovely. Is so more testimonials on your page. I was thinking you do positive motivational quotes, but it was more in like further down the page, and
Yeah,
it was all in the strip in the middle.
yeah. I was doing
What?
that consistently for about a year or two, and then Instagram changed their algorithms and all that stuff. So basically, I just had to adapt to what was going to get more views and insight.
Yeah, yeah, you did that. You really did, and that was good. So, what have you learned so far in this industry?
The biggest thing is you have to continue to be a lifelong learner. Um, you cannot just think that because you have a good physique that's enough. You cannot think that just because you know a few different workouts that's enough. You have to continue to evolve. If you don't continue to grow, you're dead. Like I don't think that clients who trained with me 10 years ago versus clients that if they come back, they should not see the exact same version of Ian. Like their approach should be completely different. And so that's
Yeah,
one thing that I'm real big on is just being a continued learner. Like
yes.
I'm always trying to evolve. I'm always trying to get better. I'm always trying to add something new. And so I would encourage like everybody in the fitness industry, do not get stuck with a one size fits all approach. Do not get stuck with it's my way or no way. Like continue to figure out what's better and how you can better.
Mm, that is perfectly said. Amazing. Are you on any other social media platforms?
I'm on Facebook, but I would say Instagram is what I use the most. I'm trying to do TikTok.
YouTube.
It's just a lot. Like,
Yeah,
so
get someone like maybe one of your staff to manage your other stuff.
yeah,
And you
that's what I'm thinking about finding an
tell your
intern.
cousin, right? Okay? Tell your cousin.
What
Tell
was
your
that?
cousin to help you with that. You see your cousin? Your
Yes, that's
cousin,
my
tell
cousin.
him you run the TikTok and you run the YouTube, okay? I'll run this and I'll run that because you'll be great. I want to see Body Shop on YouTube.
We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna
Oi,
make it happen.
Body Shop on YouTube would be amazing.
Thank
Come
you. We're gonna
on.
make it
And if I don't see that in the next 3 months, I'm gonna message you, okay?
happen. Hey, I like
And
the
your cousin.
accountability. I appreciate the
I'm gonna find
accountability.
your cousin's Instagram as well. I'm gonna find him. What's his name?
Dark Skin Jermaine is his Instagram.
Ooh, that's a cute name. Dark skin Jermaine, you know. He's Jamaican, definitely.
Yes.
Okay, so you do challenges. Before we go, we got two more questions. What sort of challenges are you going to be doing this
So
summer?
we have a challenge that actually starts May 16th, so a little less than 3 weeks from now. And basically, we give $1,000 to the person who has the greatest transformation. And so we give the nutrition plan, the workout plans, guidance along the way, and it's nationwide, worldwide. You don't have to actually come into our gym. And whoever has the biggest visible transformation in those 30 days wins.
Wow, I want to join. That's amazing.
Oh.
That's cool. And they win money. There's no one winning the money over here. That's a cool challenge. Like, people would just do it just because they can buy new outfits with their new body, you know? They can go and get some new, go shopping.
Reward in itself.
Yeah, that's amazing. What will we be seeing from you, more of from you this year?
I have made a goal to post more often and to basically share more fitness tips more often as well. So that's definitely something I'm really gonna be.
Yeah, I want to see you talk more.
Yeah, I'm gonna concentrate.
We know what you look like now. Yeah, and we know that you're a doctor and that you've changed so much lives. Wow. Do you know what I mean? Like, wow.
Thank you.
You now need to talk to us.
I am. I'm gonna do a better job. My friend.
Yeah. No, you're doing a great job. A great job. But once you start talking to us on Instagram, I feel that's gonna do really great.
Thank you.
Because you know a lot.
Confirmation. I'm gonna be on it.
You're welcome. I'm just being honest because I think you're amazing, and I think your cousin's amazing, and your company's amazing, and everything you're doing is amazing. It's helping change people's lives. What could be better than that? I just don't know. You know, you are blessed, man. So before I go, give me some advice to someone who's new to the industry.
To somebody that's new to the industry as a trainer.
Give them some. Doing what you're doing, but as being a bodybuilder, and now they're becoming, they're being qualified, and now they're new to it. They're about to start. What would you advise them?
So the biggest thing I would tell people is the fitness industry. When I first started, social media wasn't really as big as it is. Now that social media has evolved to, I mean, there's a lot of great stuff around it, but the amount of competition has now exponentially gone up. And because of that, what I always tell people, it is okay to continue to work on somebody else's dreams as you work on your own. You don't have to dive right into entrepreneurship. It's okay to have a steady stream of income coming in and continuing to build your fitness platform, continuing to build your clientele, continuing to sharpen your skill set and your own philosophy on fitness while you have a 9-to-5 or whatever the case is. I see a lot of young fitness professionals who are kind of struggling to make it in the industry. And I don't want them to be discouraged to the point where they give up. But I think it's important for them to realize you can continue to follow your dreams while you have a form of security as well.
Yeah. And people, Ian just said, you can help other people's dreams. So DM me and help my dream if you want, guys, you know, because what I'm doing is going to help everyone anyway. You know, that's my passion, is to help other people. That's it. And I work on myself so I can help others. Because when I see someone happy, I could cry from being happy for them. That's how passionate I am. And sometimes they're like, I'm cursed. I can see someone singing, and because they're singing so beautifully, I start crying. And I become a wreck. So that's what I love to do. And I feel like I would do better if I had the support and had someone who wanted to follow my dreams with me, because then I could help them with their dreams. So it's really good, you know, give and take, really. But thank you so much.
Oh, it's been my pleasure. I appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah, I'm going to speak to C. Rose now, and she's amazing. So I'm looking forward to that.
That's my homie. That's my homie.
Is that your homie? Oh,
I've known her since she was in college. She's a great, great Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's good. And
Yeah.
I forgot you both on the same day.
Yeah.
Meant to be.
I'm sure
God
it'll
is
be
good.
amazing.
Yeah, yeah, it will. You have a good evening, and I'll
You
see you
too.
soon. Thank you so
All right.
much. Take care.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.